What up guys, I'm Kris from the FPL Dude and welcome back to another Fantasy Premier League video for the 2020-2021 season. In today's video I'm actually going to continue building my Wildcard team that I started this Saturday. So yes, I'm using the Wildcard chip this week and I'm actually going to focus on building a team that has very good bench boost potential for Game Week 26. So yes, I would very much like to have a team that will probably do good now in the double game week 25, but is most likely to do very good in the double game week 26. If you're new around here, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and don't be afraid to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Now let's begin. So yeah, last week actually this was how my team did look like. I made a very bad mistake by choosing Justin. He was actually ruled out by 2-3 minutes after the video. I actually changed him to Pereira, and that's something that I wrote down in the comment section under the video as well. So it's nothing strange here. Justin is ruled out to the end of the season. He will not be playing, so I would just need to go for another Leicester defender, because as you can see, Leicester's fixtures does not look that tough. They play against Arsenal the first game, then they play against Burnley the second game. So they offer us excellent defensive FPL return potential in both of these games. So I do believe that Leicester defender is pretty much essential, especially now for that double game week 26. And even beyond that, when we take a look at those upcoming fixtures after that double game week 26, it's Arsenal, Brighton, Sheffield United, then a blank game week. But I'm planning on using my free hit for that double game week, for that blank game week 29. So I'm just mainly going to focus on a team that will probably do good without considering the game week 29. Because as I said, I'm using the free hit in that particular game week. So this is pretty much how the team looks like now, but I've taken a look at Adams. I've actually made in-depth analysis and comparisons between him and so many other double game week players, and I actually do believe that Adams is not good to own, so I'm actually going to go for Watkins on this one. From now, I do believe that Watkins should potentially do better in the double game week 26 than Adams is about to do now in the double game week 25, because Adams, no matter how good he has been in the previous years or at the beginning of the season, he has not shown anything in particular this season. He has not shown anything in particular in the last couple of games. I mean, he even got rotated in few of these games because even the manager does not think that Adams is doing enough. So what happens if you get rotated now in some of these games and he actually blanks? That's a risk that I would not want to take, and Adams is just not as good player to risk it on him. But when I do this now, if I bring in Watkins, I would actually want to have Ings, but Ings is a bit too pricey for my team right now. So I'm actually going to go for Watkins, and he should potentially do really good in that double game week, because Aston Villa plays against Leeds United, they potentially play against Everton or Sheffield United. All these three teams have had very bad defense this season. I do believe that Aston Villa offers excellent attacking FPL return potential in both of these games. And the second thing that I'm actually going to do here, I really do not trust McCartney on this one. So I'm actually going to change him to Maslia. I took a look at all of these goalkeepers that have double game week now in game week 25. Then I took a look at a lot of goalkeepers that have double game week in double game week 26. And I made a lot of comparison, and I do believe that Maslia is the one that is best by the price. All those other goalkeepers that have good double game week fixture in game week 26 are actually very pricey. All of them cost more than 5.2 or 3 millions, like Schmeichel, he's 5.5, Lloris 5.6, Martinez 5.3, and much more. But I'm actually going to do a bit of a rotation here to save a bit money. As you can see, I have Tottenham goalkeeper and Aston Villa defender, but I'm actually going to swap these two places to save some money. I'm going to go for Martinez, as he is already a goalkeeper that I really trust. I have owned him myself almost throughout the whole season, So I do believe that he should potentially do really good. He's a keeper that likes to make a lot of saves as well, so even if he does not earn a clean sheet, he could potentially bring back bonus for saves made as well. And I'm going to go for one of the defenders that Tottenham has, and it's Dyer. He does seem like the only one defender that is about to continue to get starts, because when he did not get starts they actually did lost. So I believe that he is their best defender, and he is about to do good now in that double game week, because as you can see, Tottenham play excellent double game week now. They play against Burnley, then they play against Fulham or Southampton. No matter who do they play, Fulham or Southampton, both of these teams have had terrible defense this season. Perhaps Fulham have had a bit of an improvement now in the last couple of games, but Burnley and Southampton are pretty much very bad teams when they play against teams that can score goals. So Burnley could potentially keep it clean in some of these easy games, but they actually do allow a lot of goals when they play against attacking minded teams. And this time is Son and Kane that could potentially do really good against them. So after all these changes I made now, I'm still minusing points. I'm actually going to go Pereira to Castan. He's a player that I pretty much like a bit more than Pereira, and I believe that he is going to be a guaranteed starter as soon as he makes a return. He has hamstring injury right now, 75% chance of playing. He has missed 3 games, but I do believe that he is about to make a comeback now in game week 25. But the money is still missing, so now I have a bit of a headache. I need to think and reconsider things like Barnes, Son, Kane and Watkins. But I cannot, one of these 4 needs to go, because I do believe that Grealish is an essential. He's the best Aston Villa player. He does play a double game week now. They do have few double game weeks waiting to happen as well. Tottenham, Sheffield and Everton. I could potentially save Watkins and perhaps get rid of Grealish, but it's something that I wouldn't not want to do, because I do believe that there are many striker options that could potentially do really good now in game week 25 and 26, and I already miss out on Ings, and I could potentially miss out on Kane as well. So now, just to be clear and to be able to have those money, I could potentially go for Vardy instead of Kane, as he does cost around 0.9 million less. Their upcoming fixture do not look that bad. After game week 26 they play against Brighton, Sheffield, then a blank game week where I'm actually using a free hit, then it's a tough City game, but West Ham, West Brom, Crystal Palace, Southampton and Newcastle. So they have very good run of fixtures after this double game week 26. So I do believe that they should continue and potentially do really good now from game week 29 to the end of the season. So now when I have 0.7 millions in the bank, I feel a bit better, because I actually do believe that I could potentially even go for another goalkeeper now. And when I take a look at all the goalkeepers now that have a double game week, as I said, the teams that I believe have very good defensive fixtures are Manchester City, Burnley not that much actually, but Manchester City, Tottenham and potentially Leicester. So Manchester City, Tottenham, Leicester and perhaps even Aston Villa, yeah. So I have Aston Villa goalkeeper. I could potentially go for Leicester goalkeeper, as they have really good fixtures, as I said, but I will look to bring him out towards the end of the... Okay, I don't have the money and I cannot bring in more players from this team, but if I now go for some other team that has a double game week, now let's take a look. Burnley has very bad double game week where they offer us excellent potential for minus points. As you can see, Burnley plays against Tottenham, then they play against Leicester. I do believe that they will actually allow a lot of goals from both of these teams, so I'm not even going near them. For the next player, it's Edison. He should most definitely do really good. He's a player I trust and I like. As for the next player is Michael. Him as well should potentially do really good, but I already have maximum number of players from that team. As for Fabianski, West Ham does not seem to have a double game week now. Lloris, he's a player that costs 0.2 million more than I could afford. So the next best thing right now seem like it could potentially be De Gea, but their upcoming fixtures are very terrible after that game week 26, and even now Manchester United plays against Chelsea and against Crystal Palace. So yeah, they do have some good clean sheet potential, but then they play against City and it's a bit tougher fixture, like red and green fixture mixed, and I do not want to keep him. So I'm actually going to go for someone cheaper that could potentially be easier to get rid of. So I'm actually left only with two choices right now, and that seem to be McCartney or Meslier. I don't trust either of them. I do believe that both of them have potential to bring in minus points now in their double game weeks. But Southampton's defense seem like they've been much worse now in the last couple of games. So I'm actually going to go for Meslier on this one just to complete the team. And as for the next week, I really much want to go Rafinha to Gundogan. I really hope that Gundogan is going to be fit and ready to play, because Manchester City does have an excellent double game week fixture. If they do have a double game week now in game week 26, they play against West Ham, then they play against Wolves or Southampton. Wolves or Southampton's, both of these team defense have not been the greatest this season. I hope they play against Southampton, as that seemed like much easier fixture, and it was the main reason I actually do not want to go for Southampton keeper, and I actually do not trust a Southampton keeper to bring in on my wildcard right now. So yeah, this is pretty much my team that I'm going to have now for game week 25. As I said, Rafinha to Gundogan game week 26, and I should take a look at further transfer planning after that game week, because I am not worried now for game week 29. As I said, I'm actually going to use a free hit. Thank you for your time. Please do give this video a thumbs up now if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe if that's something you've not done already. And thank you for watching. So see you next time.